Yeah, because it might look like, okay, you already got one story wrong. Why are we supposed to believe you now? You know?
Yeah, exactly. It would look bad on him. Yeah, what he's doing here is good. This is like a good video.
Yeah, I respect him for this one. This is totally, mea culpa. It's a good apology video.
These in my
Dude,
clips, but
it's the best apology video on YouTube. He completely outshined every other apology video.
Logan Paul's video is the best apology.
Oh yeah, dude, super genuine.
Wait, how is Bowblax stupid, Nick?
This is trash.
Why you guys like? I would agree. Like, this video is kind of like cringe or whatever. But that's a good point. That's objectively a good argument that he made.
Go on camera and go out swinging, being like, "Fuck extremism." Like,
it's hard to be like.
I know you can do that,
guys, but
like,
fuck him.
This guy's not in the position to do that type of stuff. If he got
Nick just wants blood. He wants blood sports.
If he got something so fucking astronomically wrong, he can't continue making arguments against. He can, and people will support him, but it's just not smart, right? It's not smart.
Might as well bend over and spread the cheeks and get it.
Yeah.
And it seems like so arrogant to like. I'm sure he doesn't want this drama to like go on or anything like that. He just likes to report on stuff, not necessarily create drama. There's so many like reasons to why he shouldn't.
Blood sports.
Okay. All right.
Kumite in the house.
Bowblax, question. Define astronomically wrong.
He got facts. He said that.
Oh no! Define astronomically wrong.
Oh my god.
Okay. He got the main basis of his video is that Ethan Klein donation shamed Jeff Bezos after he only gave $100 million to coronavirus. That didn't happen. So
okay, so all the stuff about donation shaming, are you not going to tell me right now that he made a correct statement and picked the only example that wasn't?
That's what I've been saying on repeat for the last
so he picked a bad example.
20 minutes, Nick. Have you been listening to the stream? That's what I said. Yeah.
All right. So when I say he picked a bad example, and you define that as he's astronomically wrong, all right, do you see there's a little bit of a detach there? Then, if we agree, I'm just saying there's a bit of a detach.
There's semantics.
My problem is he won't fucking defend himself on all of the cringy shit H3H3 said in that video. The fact of the matter is that fucking doxing claim is ridiculous, and the fact that he's just sitting
himself to an extent there, but
barely. He's like, well, if it could do something to your family. No, I don't want to set that as a precedent that people can go. If you talk about something that's publicly on Yahoo right now, that could hurt me and my family.
He basically said, I don't think that's what I was doing, but if Ethan has that opinion, fair enough. And
no, not fair enough.
I don't think it's fair enough, and maybe he shouldn't have said that in particular in that one instance in that apology video. But generally, this is a good response from him.
Everybody's saying that Muta is some fucking YouTuber who doesn't want to be involved in drama and he wants to end it as fast as possible. Dude, fair enough. Then just don't cover YouTube drama if you don't want to get involved in YouTube drama. Like if your example for why he should back off, if your example for why he should back off from covering YouTube drama is that he doesn't want to be in YouTube drama, then why make the
there's a lot of people who want to cover YouTube drama but not directly be in it, Nick.
Both of you are
that's a lot of YouTubers.
That's so stupid.
I know that's not
so
you.
I want to be able to talk about you, but you can't. But I don't want you to keep talking about me.
Well, they can. Some people are better at being an observer of drama rather than fighter in drama, right?
All right, so don't be that fucking cocky in your first exposed video. Like,
yeah,
Ethan,
and that's what he's apologizing for. And that's what he's apologizing for. And that's good that he's apologizing for that.
All right, then I hope he doesn't cover shit like this anymore.
He probably won't.
He probably won't.
I just think it's ridiculous. That fucking doxing. That doxing. I wouldn't even have addressed it. I wouldn't even have addressed it in the video, and it probably would have had the same effect.
The doxing thing was just. It was just out of the. It was just what H3 wanted to talk about. He'd been wanting to say that about something, and this was the perfect opportunity because it's hard to bring up something like that just out of the blue. And he shouldn't have attached Mutahar's name to it because whatever, he had nothing to do with it. But you know that video that H3 just shat out every fucking problem he had, for the last 3 years. The doxing, the fucking FUPA, people, getting on to him about the littlest things is a mess.
Now, why does he say that Combat Wombats clip isn't donation shaming in the very beginning of the video? He said that's not really donation shaming. He's just having a conversation. Isn't that conversation identical to what you were calling donation shaming? Like, listen, I think it's more fair to donation shame Jeff Bezos. He did contribute like a significantly less amount of money, and it was like less than everybody around him, and it's a talking point. Everybody was talking about it, so it's more understandable than like, look, $100 million, right? Like that was a trending topic. Everyone was talking about it.
He had no money at that time. He was going through a divorce, wife. All of his
okay.
at that exact time.
Aiden, I don't want to hear that the owner of Amazon didn't have a lot of money at the time. I don't want to hear about. Fuck off, Aiden. Literally, Aiden, shut up.
Oh my God.
He was going
Maybe
through a
your point's
divorce.
valid,
But
I don't know, but
he could
we need to
probably
bring
put
that up
together
now.
a mill. He could have put
No,
together a mill just
again, like
to
I'm
the
not
house.
saying like you should have donated. I'm just saying that was more understandable than like the $100 million mark, which is the one that he like tried to make a point on. But I don't know, dude. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't. He's discounting everyone else's argument, trying to make us stop talking about it. It's just, I don't know. Like if anyone wants to make a video about this now, everyone's gonna just point to Mutah's video, and this whole talking point has been demolished because he's basically discredited everyone, not just himself.
I don't know. I still think people can make videos about the topic, disagree with Mutah, and people still like agree with it. I mean, Augie made a video about it, and it's a pretty good like to dislike ratio. So I mean,
I'm looking
Not
at this
like-
story. Like everyone's butchering H3 right now. That's my biggest fucking takeaway with Mutah. I have a problem with the way he
Keemstar.
responded, and I have a problem with the way he didn't fucking look up the slightest thing to get anything right about the story.
yeah, there's like a lot
Like,
of
did you see
nuance that's
Keemstar?
getting.
Yeah,
with
that
the
was,
payday shit. Yeah,
that
if you
was-
look
He
that
at
was-
butchered it, dude.
That was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was totally.
So
He had
people-
no idea what was going on there.
I think.
Yeah, that's
oh,
the
wait,
issue.
what did he say? I think that DLC sold $1 million. Is that what he said? His drama alert? Or 100 million? He
Oh,
gave
like
some
up
huge
to
fucking.
he said at least 200,000. But the thing,
Oh,
this
yeah, at
actually-
least 200,000. There's no fucking way it made.
You know what this
$200,000.
and
reminds
it came
me
out
of?
Not a
after the
DLC.
lawsuit was over.
This
Like,
this reminds me of the Cole Kerrigan Ace Family drama. Remember when the Ace Family person was like caught like cheating with his wife or whatever, but then like
Yeah.
Cole Kerrigan came out and made all these like extreme allegations on top of
Yeah.
that of like
He
sexual
was raping
assault.
my friend in the
Yeah.
other room. While
So there was a valid thing against the Ace Family guy or Austin McBroom, that was his name, but
Yeah.
then he added bullshit on top of that, so like everything is just like irrelevant at that point. And that's the same thing that's happening with H3. There's relevant points
doxing
there,
shit.
but people are butchering it with FUPA and like.
And that's where I also have a problem with those guys on fucking the Reddit subreddits and stuff like that. It's like then you get the thread like Boogie's thread where it's
Redditors
some of it
are
is
their
some good
the
stuff,
Redditors are their whole own beast. I don't even think we should give any credence to a Redditor. They're like Redditors are like obsessed people because the only reason you would go on a Reddit for a specific like subreddit is if you're like really obsessed. Like an average H3 fan isn't going to go on an H3 subreddit. If you're an H3 super fan or a super hater, you're going on an H3 subreddit. So it's just a cesspool of extreme haters and extreme lovers on every subreddit, and Reddit's just cringe, dude. Like
it's
you
just
can't-
people vicariously living through others, trying to be like, I like H3. I want to be as close as possible I can to him. Let me just write out a whole fucking life story on Reddit about every little time he took a shit or a fart.
Is there a good H3 video out right now? Honest question. Gokanara's was taken down. Is there a good H3 video out right
Oh,
now?
about H3 or H3 video?
He's
Internet
video
Unwinds.
H3.
Internet Unwinds is good.
I'm talking like a big high profile one, like all the Boogie videos.
Not
Boogie
many people make.
oversaturated.
Not many high-profile YouTubers make H3 videos. You're not gonna see like I'm Alex making an H3 video or like Cavos making an H3 video.
Well, I would expect
Yeah,
like Down
because-
Rabbit Hole or somebody to touch this eventually. Some of those guys.
Eventually, yeah,
Alright.
but we're not at that point yet.
Yeah, it's not there yet. He's not
Like,
at lolcow
H3's
status.
Criticism is all from meme size to small size commentators. There's no big guys going after
I feel like
H3
he's
except for Keemstar.
a bigger offender than Boogie. I'm sorry. I feel like there's more to talk about with him than Boogie.
Yeah, but he's not
Basically,
reached that level of
yeah.
like status like in the mainstream communities that Boogie has, you know?
Well, I think
Yeah,
the
Boogie
Boogie's
puts
Reddit
up-
community was so large.
Boogie's
and reached.
response is like,
Boogie gets
exacerbated
ratioed every
trauma.
time he makes a tweet. Ethan's not there yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
and
I
the
would-
reason it's
I would call that
escalated
video.
so far with Boogie is because
Well, the reason why he's not there is because he'll fire back like he did on, Boogie's not. Gonna
Yeah,
make
there's still
another
a
video
decent
firing
look.
back
Look,
like this.
as many cracks as there are on Ethan's reputation, there's still like a ton of people who are still big fans of him. You can't discount that.
Yeah.
It might be
And say
slipping
what
by
you
the
wanna-
day, but it's still like a huge solid base.
Yeah, but and say what you want about H3, but like I feel like H3 and anyone for that matter is going to be better at responding to criticism than Boogie. I feel like Boogie really like had.
I watched that last video and I don't agree with you. I thought that was one of the worst response videos I've ever seen. I'm
H3.
sorry.
Damn.
H3's video was awful.
I don't think it was the
It was
worst.
a 30-minute, 10-minute video. It was
I thought it was bad, but it wasn't that
Just
bad.
a bunch of bullshit that he wanted to get out, and there.
No, I think he got so ass mad that he just started plugging random shit in there. He had like
that's what I'm saying.
Good point, and he just kept overloading it with fucking nonsense that makes me hate that video.
You could tell when he was filming it, he was just sitting there going just, right off the top of the head with everything. And he just found that one good point of him trying to fuck over Mutahar, and he had that, but then he was like, okay, while I'm here shitting this shit out, I'll go ahead and talk about FUPA and how everyone fucking says I bitched out on that and blah, 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 blah. And now I'm doxing people. And now I'm fucking.
By the way, Bowblax, while we're here, because you just reminded me, Pescator, I've watched videos about this H3 shit, and almost every person is echoing exactly what I'm saying now. I don't know if they were doing this before, but like the Quartering put out a video that was identical to what I've been saying, that he should try to like in some way.
Wait, now?
Fun. Yeah, now it's.
Well, you're saying like, now. That's new. That's now. I was talking about before.
Yeah, I know, but
I was talking about when Mutahar was making it.
I don't like what's changed. I'm just saying like every video I've seen since then has been covering the same stuff.
Because I really Ethan himself clarified it in the response video he made, Nick. Now everyone knows.
But that Quartering, I don't think that's true. Quartering was like, that's not my criticism of it, and that's what. Then he went on with his thing.
Unless but lying. Obviously he now knows the fact that Ethan had.
I think everybody knew the fact. It was tweets in 2017.
No, people did not know. That's why Ethan had to talk about it in his video, in his response video.
I still don't know where that came. I would love you to link me some of those so I can find
I'll try to find links for you tonight, okay?
Because I mean, again, I love Memology and Keemstar's all right, but they don't.
Obviously, the opinion's going to be different now that people have the facts.
Keemstar is not all right.
Yeah,
I've seen Memology go put his head down and just say some stuff sometimes.
Memology, he'll get out there some. I've talked to him sometimes in the DMs. I'm like, dude, you're really out there on some of this conspiracy theory shit. It's like not everything is a BetterHelp situation.
You got to be fair to him. He started off as a DSP channel, so I think there's a little bit of that in there.
Great guy. I really respect what he's done.
Yeah, me too.
The man's brought himself out of poverty doing shit. But, that van girl was not a Google plant.
By the way, on the autism poll we have up right now, Nick actually won on who has more autism.
Nick's more autistic.
Bro, I took the test, dog. It doesn't matter.
I got 26. I got a 26.
But yeah, even
you know what, Aiden? That doesn't surprise me at all.
With the FUPA stuff,
that means I don't have autism.
People
let Bowblax go.
With the FUPA stuff, most people prior to this Ethan response video heard about it directly from Keemstar, who has been echoing. I mean, you can see with the payday stuff, he's trying to echo this thing where Ethan was trying to be greedy and take the money, and that's probably what Mutahar saw, stuff from Keemstar and people echoing what they saw from Keemstar.
That's probably such an anti-Semitic angle. Like Ethan Klein took all the money for himself.
Nobody saw it that way except for you, Nick.
Whoa.
I'm just.
Yeah, I think that's.
I wasn't thinking that.
I think somebody's watching you doing Mouthy Buddha videos over here. I don't know about that one.
Watch KSI video.
His Logan Paul KSI video was actually pretty damn good. I really liked how he went down the numbers and stuff. It was,
down the numbers.
Dude, oh my god. I tried to say to Nick that Muta got his opinion of the FUPA stuff from like Keemstar or whoever was talking about it in a specific way. Then Nick comes out and says, "Oh, but the Quartering talked about this way." A video that came out after Mutahar's video.
That's not what I was saying at all. I'm saying that every
Nick,
video I'm saying I started watching videos about this recently, and everyone who's covered it since has been saying exactly what I was saying. So I still haven't seen the videos you were talking about from before then. You didn't send me any links or anything.
Well, I will, but
please do.
Okay.
I think the best point out of all of this was basically H3 had the money, for the lawsuit due to the purchases of a DLC that came out after the lawsuit.
Dude, that was so fucking stupid.
He went back in time, guys. He actually is.
He literally, it's a DLC that launched on 5 consoles, but actually just Steam.
That doesn't even matter. It launched after. It launched after the lawsuit was over.
By the way, do you know what he was talking about? Like peak times, like everybody was playing Payday 2. Do you know this launched after the Ultimate Edition of the game? So like the game had all of its DLC out, and this is like the final standalone DLC that released for money. But like after the whole game died, basically.
This is that emotional shit. You hate somebody, so you're shitting like BS points on top of like valid points that we were talking about. And like with like H3 had a valid point against some ordinary gamers. I can't pronounce his real name. But I think that like the doxing point was like the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like
it was the other one at the end. I don't remember what it was. It was the doxing point that pissed me off, the fupa point, and there was one thing he said at the end that made me rip my hair out of my head.
Oh, Mutahar said?
No, one thing Ethan said. It was like the third quarter of his video. He said something else.
What was it? Damn, I know you're.
I know.
I zoned out like after 15 minutes of this shit for real.
But yeah, dude,
he had some funny jokes.